Hi George, your cruise companion. Let's have a little bit of an overview of what the Carnival HUB app looks like so that when you get on board it won't be a bother and it'll be second nature to you. I have all my cruising apps on the one page so it's easy to locate. So open the Carnival HUB app, scroll down to see what is happening, and then there is the entire list of all the activities that are planned for that day. You can flick left and that will bring you up the following day's activities. And what you do is you read over them and you see which ones may interest you. If something piques your interest, just push the little heart and it will indicate that you're interested in attending. If you don't want to go on it, just hit it again and it will be removed. So then when you've hit something, you can scroll over and you can see the summary of all the activities that you are interested in for that day. After exploring some of the activities that you can do, let's have an explore on what dining options there are for you. And most of these are complimentary and free, except for where otherwise indicated by a price. Where you can see the specialty dining has the price indicated on each one of the different food options. There is a section where you book in for your dining, and I will have a separate video on how to use the check-in for dining app. But here is what the menu looks like. So you read the menu before you get to the dining room because you are not necessarily handed a hard copy of the dining menu. As you can see, most of the items are complimentary, but there are some fee items available if you want the surf and turf or the better coffee. Scooching and scrolling through the app, let's have a look at some of the different ways that food can be delivered to you. It can be delivered to your stateroom for a fee. It can be delivered anywhere you want on the ship for a fee. Or you can collect some fresh seafood from the marketplace for an additional fee. If I had placed an order, it would have appeared here on this part of the app. So scooching around and just looking at a couple of other dining fee options, and let's just have a look at the bonsai sushi menu and you can see what the sushi has on offer. Continuing to scooch and scroll through the app, you can see that some of the dining areas have set dining times, so if that is a particular interest to you, just make a note of when that dining experience occurs. Then there is a little map to guide you to where the dining experience is. Other parts of the dining app just give you an explanation of what the dining experience would be if you were to go to that restaurant. So now that you've had a wonderful dining experience, potentially you want to explore more of the ship and maybe you want to have a spa experience. So this is just the spa menu and the prices and the experiences that you could expect to purchase while here on Carnival Luminosa. It is a fairly extensive spa menu, so if you do want to see specifically what they are, just slow this down so that you could make a decision and to budget for having a spa experience here on Carnival Luminosa. And when you want to, for example, filter, you could filter for couples and that would just bring you down a much shorter menu. But the spa experience is not the only thing that you can have here on Carnival Luminosa. Of course, most cruise ships have a salon for your hair, and there is the list of hair products or hair services that are currently available on Carnival Luminosa. If you have a special experience that you are celebrating, for example, going out to a meal for having an anniversary or a special occasion, budget a little bit of extra money for you to have one of these spa or hair dressing experiences. All kinds of public information are available on the app, and that's one of the bonuses about this. Now, these next few frames, I'm just going to go deck by deck and just scrolling through all of the different locations of all of the experiences that you can have here on Carnival Luminosa. Once again, if you are interested in a particular deck, just stop the video and have a closer look and explore the ship. You potentially will be familiar with the deck plan when you have been booking your cruise experience. For me, of course, booking a cabin that has other cabins above and below, away from public spaces, is one of the choices that I normally make when I am choosing a cabin. If you suffer from travel sickness or nausea and vomiting, maybe choosing a cabin on the lower decks in the middle because there's less pitch and roll. There are some amazing cabins in the aft of the boat that have balconies if that is your preference for cruising. And here we have the recreation and the pool decks on those higher decks. There is pools and hot tubs that the children can use, but at the back there is the Serenity adults only area that has a pool and a couple of hot tubs as well. And of course in the aft there is my favourite barbecue restaurant. There is also an alphabetical list of all of the different locations on Carnival Luminosa, but I was, for example, looking for a laundry, but I couldn't find one, so I was doing my laundry in my stateroom cabin, washing in the sink and hanging in the bathroom. So orientating yourself on Carnival Luminosa is really easy by using the Carnival HUB app. If your cruise had shore excursions, there is a section on the Carnival HUB app where you could look at all of the shore excursions. Mine didn't, but I'm just placing it here for your reference. Just scooching around a little bit more and just choosing the option to give an overview of my cruise. And my cruise was out of Brisbane and back into Brisbane, and we headed south. I think we got about to Newcastle or so last time. We went north and we got to about Hervey Bay or Gladstone. One thing you can see is that the temperature is in Fahrenheit and not in Celsius. So that's just something that we just have to get used to because this is an American cruise ship, an American app. And for the final little scooch around, just flicking over some of the pages that we've already seen so that you can see the activities you have planned. I stumbled across the area where if you pay an additional fee of $8, so that would be $8 US, I'm making an assumption, I've never done it before, where you can stay in contact with people in your party. So as you can see, the Carnival HUB app is quite easy to use. You just have to log on to the ship's Wi-Fi. Absolutely fine. This is Julie Jules, Cruise Companion, saying stay safe everybody and happy travels.